Hey guys, it's Mike the Manga Oracle with Japanimation World. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about One Piece chapter 1001. And this basically is going to be the start of my weekly reviews and recaps of One Piece manga chapters going forward. I spent the last couple of weeks catching up to One Piece all the way up to chapter 1000 so that I was able to read it, cover it last week or 2 weeks ago. Well, now we are here on my official second week covering One Piece weekly and current, and it feels really good to be here. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and talk about chapter 1001 of One Piece. Now, I actually really enjoyed this chapter. We're going to go ahead and get that portion of the quote-unquote review out of the way. In terms of my overall enjoyment of the chapter, absolutely enjoyed it. In terms of what the chapter was, I always like to start with the what. It was a battle chapter, obviously. It was a battle chapter with a sprinkle of comedy. And a little bit of revelation, maybe even a little bit more than a little bit of revelation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into basically some of the details of this chapter. I do have some opinions, probably some unpopular opinions about a lot of people's favorite characters, or specifically a lot of people's favorite character. In my express catching up of the One Piece over the past 3, 4, 5 weeks, specifically the last couple of seasons, from the Punk Hazard arc forward, once we meet Law and so forth. I was really excited to meet Law prior to fully catching up, because I kept seeing so much hype about this guy. I saw his character design, I thought he looked cool, and then I finally meet Law, and in the Vegapunk arc, I mean, his powers were broken. Within lore, he has one of the most powerful devil fruits that you can have. I think one or two people even called it the most powerful, but in the Vegapunk arc, it seemed that way. After Vegapunk, Law has become is terrible. And I know, like I said, I know that this is gonna piss a lot of people off, and the thing is, I'm not here to piss people off. I'm here to give my opinion. So, you know, you control your own emotions. But to be honest with you, Law, in my opinion, has not done anything. He has not done anything. He has a power where he supposedly can, we've seen him do it. Chop people up, they still alive, remove their head from their body, do this to all these different people. And every time it comes down to the point where he's supposed to be fighting somebody that matters, his powers don't work. So why are you here? Why do you have this devil fruit? What are you doing? He's got all of this backstory where he trained to be a doctor and he can do operations and he's the opie fruit and all this shit. And you don't do anything with it. The best that he can do is teleport himself and people around the battlefield. He doesn't do anything in this most recent chapter. So I guess we're starting with Law. So Luffy has his moment with Law, and you know, they make a little joke where he was like, you know, when you told me to send everybody down, I was already going to do it, and you know, I'm not following your orders. Fine, whatever. It's cute. I laughed at it. You know, it's fine. If you didn't catch my live reaction, link in the description. I'll probably put it up here too, so make it real easy for y'all to get to it. And that's that. But then we move on to, the later portion of the chapter with the combo attack. Since we're still talking about Law, don't necessarily have to go in order. And, you know, everybody's saying what they're going to do or whatever. So we have Kid, he's like punk rotten. Luffy goes into gear 4th. Law activates his room ability, and what happens is, everybody basically gets into their battle stances and they get their abilities ready. So Luffy's all freaking super stanced up. You got Kid. I mean, this guy here, don't even get me started on his ability. I'll get to him in just a minute. He's inside of this, you know, a magnetized mechanical robot that he, you know, just like makeshift threw together on some MacGyver shit. But then we get to Law. So Law has all of these giant rock, granite, spike, you know, masses in the air above Kaido, and everybody's preparing to attack Kaido, I don't know, whatever. And they do their combo attack, but right as he's about to do it, Law says, I will go straight inside the body to deliver a surgical death. Okay, just like you did the Doflamingo? Okay, so he goes and does his surgical death to fucking Kaido. And what exactly happens? Fucking nothing. Useless ability. Useless ability, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is the Trafalgar Law? Useless ability. That's all I'm gonna say. He fucking does nothing but teleport around the battlefield, and he doesn't even use that well. All he does is just stand around, fucking emo as shit, all the way on the side somewhere, doing nothing. He gets on my nerves. I can't wait for him to get out of this battle. Sorry for all of you Law fans. That's just how I feel about this character. Pain in my ass. I can't stand people who have the best powers and don't do shit with them. And then you have Luffy, who, quite frankly, may have what most people would have deemed to be the worst power. Nobody would have said that they would have took the gummy fruit prior to seeing all of the shit that Luffy does with it. So he's taken one of the worst powers and turned it into one of the best abilities that anybody has used in the series. Trafalgar Law has one of the best abilities and somehow has turned it into the worst abilities because he don't do shit with it against anybody that matters or in any battle that matters. That's my hot take on Law. Take it or leave it. I don't really care. Moving along. Kid. I want to talk about Kid. This guy here, I mean, we knew that he was strong. We knew that he had reached a crazy status when he's running, when him and Luffy and everybody was running to get to this portion here over the past few chapters. And he's gathering up all of the metal using magnetism. He's grabbing up all of the metal. And what happens is, eventually he gets up to this battle. Eventually he gets up to this battle with Kaido, or with Kaido and crew. And he's now in this giant Frankie mechanical robot. I'll go ahead and show you. I'm not flipping through the pages on screen because it's not good for YouTube. So he turns into this, so Kid actually is able to use all of his magnetism abilities to somehow construct this gigantic Frankie style super duper RoboCop 2 Terminator. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. And what he does is he actually does an attack that seems to probably be a little more useful. And he does a double fist slam on Kaido. Now, I don't really expect it to do anything, but maybe slow him down for a split second. Mainly because Kaido fell from 10,000 goddamn meters or some shit from the sky and, barely had a scratch on his body, unharmed. So physical damage is not really a thing for him, especially if it's not being infused with haki. So I'm not really expecting Kid to do much. Off screen, he already lost once, so it ain't really much that he can do against Kaido. Luffy, on the other hand, Luffy's going crazy. I mean, Luffy's basically landed, two attacks? Yeah, 2 attacks on Kaido, and both of them have hurt him so far. He got a punch to the gut, and then he got the punch to the face. So with him using his advanced haki, his Red Rock ability, and now that he's in Gear 4th, we're going to see what type of damage he can really do to Kaido. So it's not much to say about Luffy right now, other than the fact Luffy's being Luffy, and we're about to see him continuously unveil what he's unveiling, but primarily it's most likely going to be surrounded around his new haki. But what I do want to say about Luffy in this chapter is something that I've been saying during the entire catch-up process, which I did a lot of it live on my Twitch channel. So if you're not following me on Twitch, link is in the description. We pretty much go live 6 days a week, in most cases 7 to be honest with you. But I was saying that Luffy's the man with a whole lot of false confidence. It's a lot of fake confidence where he's like, I'm going to be the Pirate King. Bro, nothing about you says that you're going to be the Pirate King, except for a whole lot of luck. A whole lot of luck. Because Luffy himself is not really that dangerous of a pirate, if you think about it. Like, as an individual, when you think about the fights that Luffy's been in, he's pretty much lost to every main dude that he fought at least once or twice. Pretty much everybody. It's not really that big of a threat of a pirate. And I would probably even put my reputation on the line to say, as a pirate, Zoro is more dangerous of a pirate than Luffy. Luffy's mentality is what drives that team to accomplish what they accomplish. But if we're talking about individually, not saying Zoro is stronger than Luffy, which is a debatable topic as well. But I'm not saying that Zoro is stronger than Luffy. I don't necessarily believe that. But in terms of him being a dangerous pirate, Zoro, in my opinion, has more of a chance to be a threat to a lot of these people that Luffy are going after than Luffy himself. Like, for instance, Luffy was pretty much chopped liver on the scene here when Big Mom showed up when Luffy got out of the way of Kaido's attack, and Big Mom jumped up on his ass with Prometheus, and Zoro came running and was like, fuck, and he came charging in, and then he went and did his slash from way back and sliced Prometheus in half. So, as you can see here on this scene, Luffy was being approached face to face with Big Mom Lin herself, the Queen Charlotte, and Prometheus. He was in trouble. What was he gonna do? I mean, he does have that new hockey punch. What was he gonna do? Nothing. Well, maybe something. I'm not gonna go that far. Don't kill me for that. No, I am gonna go that far. Nothing. He can't beat an Emperor to see in a one-on-one, maybe even a two-on-one. Zoro showed up, saved his ass. So, Luffy is my guy. I love Luffy, and of most of the Shonen Jump mangas that I've read, the Shonen style mangas, Luffy is probably hands down best MC. You know, hands down best. He's ridiculous. And a lot, when we compare him to shonen MCs, Luffy's outrageous. But I do want to just make sure that we're still thinking within reality. And within reality, you know, Luffy and his ability, like I said, is a low tier ability for all intents and purposes when you're comparing him to damn near everybody else that has a devil fruit on the battlefield right now. So, but Luffy, great. He did his thing in this chapter. He got another big hit in on Kaido, which is exactly what we needed. Piece by piece. Kaido is taking bruises and damages right now. Moving on to Zoro. Zoro did his thing. He cut Prometheus in half. Wah! Out of here. Using Kinemon's move. And then he goes and hits, he used Kinemon's move, and then he goes and does his shit against Kaido. Him and Killer. Killer does a claw, beheading claw, and Kaido does the three sword style onigiri. Ridiculous. 3-sword style purgatory. Onigiri. And Killer used the beheading claw. Ridiculous. They both go and hit Kaido with death-dealing moves, and they left small bruises on him. And he laughs it off. But it's still impressive that they left bruises on him. That is still very impressive that they left bruises on him. But I will say, Zoro, he claimed that he's got to warm Enma up. He got to charge Enma up a little bit more. And I feel you, bro. Charge it up, baby. Because listen, Zoro is going to play a major role in the defeat of Kaido. Not necessarily Big Mom so much, but specifically in the defeat of Kaido, Zoro was probably going to play a big role. And it obviously has a lot to do with the samurai, the sword, the cut that he already has, all of that cool stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, the sword that Zoro is using is the sword that actually cut Kaido to begin with. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, great stuff there. No point to really go too much into Killer specifically. He didn't get anything, crazy going on with him other than the next shot combo move with Zoro. Last but not least, the final page, the final frame of chapter 101 was absolutely incredible, where you pretty much have the squad basically face to face against Big Mom and Kaido again. So it seems as if Big Mom is pretty serious. If you look at her, she's floating on top of her thundercloud. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but she's got her sword, and if I'm not mistaken, that's her hat that turns into her sword. So she's actually pretty serious right now, and it looks like she's manipulating the weather. Additionally, Kaido is in his Shinran, the Chinese or Japanese dragon form, and this is nuts. This is nuts. What are they gonna do? I don't know, because both Lin and Kaido can both wipe out cities. Kaido wiped out the top half of a goddamn hill or mountain, whatever you want to call it. Wiped it out, almost like the Omega Beams. So, I don't know, but what a great chapter. And, Kaido, he's actually really starting to look at Luffy and potentially starting to see Luffy in the light of other potential King of the Pirate candidates. I think he's starting to see it, because he says whoever wins gets that much closer to the King of the Pirates. So, I think he's starting to see it. And we don't know how seriously they're taking this threat just yet until we see them get pissed off. Right now, they're just in chill mode. But once we see them get pissed off, then we'll really see how they're taking this threat. But as of right now, we got another 2-week wait ahead of us, folks. So, beyond all of that, I think that covers everything that I wanted to talk about in this chapter. So, if you guys enjoyed this review, let me know. If you think there's a way that I can improve it, let me know in the comment section below. Again, join me live every single day on Twitch. We're live reading manga, manhwa, webtoons every single day. So twitch.tv/Japanimation World. I am the Manga Oracle. Link in the description, link up here somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining. Beyond that, peace, salute, have a fantastic afternoon.